Let's talk about eggs, baby.
You know what got
Let's
this?
talk about you and omelets.
I'm gonna let you handle this.
Restaurant Punk, what's up?
What's up, everybody? This is Restaurant Punk. My name's Nick. This is Nico. And there's Peter. Let's get going.
Love the energy today.
Is this close enough?
You know what? That was
I
an
feel bad for
excellent intro into our topic today.
Oh, my.
Let's crack this open, guys.
Push that egg wide open.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Let's talk about eggs.
Is this some kind of yolk?
Let's talk about eggs, baby.
This is definitely some kind of yolk.
Do you say it's a yolk? All right, great.
Let's scramble
You know who-
our heads together and see what we can come up with.
Okay, this is
horrible.
there's too many fucking egg puns.
But I want to talk about
you know
eggs.
you know who fucking hates a hard-boiled egg?
Yanni?
Yanni fucking
Yanni
hates
hates
a hard-boiled
a
egg.
hard-boiled egg.
Well, maybe it's not cooking them right.
Let's talk about eggs.
Let's talk about eggs, baby.
you know what got
Let's
this?
talk about you and omelets.
I'm gonna let you handle this.
If you want to make an egg, if you want to make an omelet, you gotta crack an egg. If you want to make a fucking egg. All
No,
right,
you
any
know what
fucking
got
way.
this stuck in my head? I was on the reels on the Instagram,
So
the Instagram, and it was an Asian way of cooking eggs that they put it into a nonstick pan, right? And it was just face up, and it was still very wet. And they just started rolling it over, and it looked very
It gets
silky
like-
smooth.
yeah.
And they put it on top of rice. They used a really sharp knife, and they cut it, and it like cracked open and was just like juicy coming out, like all the scrambled wetness coming through. And I Googled it after that, and that's just the way they prepare it.
I think that
And
there's like,
I don't think I could eat that. Like, it really bothers me because I think just the way that I
my God,
grew up eating eggs,
right.
it's not a norm for me. And it's something that, I don't know.
So like one of the things like I hate with eggs is when like you cook it in a pan, like if you're gonna like fry an egg and then it gets like crispy on the
Yeah.
outside. Like if I get the fucking
Ooh,
like I
that's
can't
so good too.
you know that like that skeeves me the fuck
Why?
out. Like I don't know. There's something about like the crispy and like those wisps that like I can't fucking eat.
Okay,
the crisp-
so,
you know what I
okay,
mean? But
okay.
some
I
people
know what
like,
you're
they have
saying.
to have it like that.
It's weird.
know?
I like, okay. I know what Nico's going to say. Like,
No, you don't.
You keep it on. Well, okay. When I get over easy or medium eggs going out, right? I like them when they cook them on a really low grill where it's all the white stays the color white.
Right.
It does not brown. I do not like that. And it's great for cooking the scrambled on there. But I get a breakfast sandwich and I get that over hard egg on there.
Oh,
I
so
want
good.
that crispiness
Really?
on the sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
See, I like my
Right.
sandwich with eggs over light. I like when you bite into it or you
And then
squeeze
the shit,
down
then
the
the shit
fucking
drips out of it and
warm
it all
yellow.
mixes up with the
Oh
I
my
do
God.
like that.
I love
do
that.
like that. I'm not a fan of scrambled eggs
It's such a weird
as much on sandwiches.
right. Oh, see,
mean,
I
it's
love
like
I
that.
like
that
over
too,
hard
yeah.
eggs.
I like a scrambled egg. Well, like if it's scrambled, right? But it's like you kind of make it like half-assed, like omelet style.
Yeah,
where it's
like
you like you scramble it up,
loosely
you fold
scrambled.
it like
Yeah.
up. Like I'll fuck that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tear that
try
up
some
too.
eggs.
Eggs are such a weird thing because I feel like there's so many different ways that you can prepare it, and there's so many different opinions on what makes an actual good, like egg. The egg thing for me, like right now, has kind of like been really weird. It's actually kind of funny that you bring it up because. Yeah, so I've actually started like adding a lot more like eggs into my diet now. It's been, like
Yes.
this weird thing that I've been like hyper fixating on. No, but really though, and I've been like
No,
playing
I'm
with-
excited for you.
and I've been like playing with like all the different ways to like make fucking eggs now. So like I've been like scrambling them. I've been putting them in like wraps. I've been making like sandwiches out of them. I'm putting them with rice. I'm like scrambling them and like then putting them with
scrambled
rice.
with rice.
I don't know. I just like I'm hard boiling them, making like egg salad, which kind of
How
skeeves
long?
me out. but
How
I'm
long
gonna
do you
get-
cook your eggs for when you're hard boiling them?
I don't remember. So it's what is it like 15 minutes? I think 12 minutes.
No.
Well, you put them in the water. You let it boil, right? And then
Well, here's the thing. Do you start, what water do you use? Do you put acid in the water?
like vinegar.
Do you
vinegar.
start it from like room temperature water, or do you put it in boiling water right away?
See?
There's so many.
I
different
make
variables?
the perfect 8-minute egg.
okay.
It's called my 8-minute eggs.
and it's after the water's been boiled already. Then I put my eggs in.
Oh, you put it in after?
Yeah, because a lot of different stoves and burners, they don't have the same kind of capacity to heat up the water, or depending on the size, to make from the beginning to the end, if that makes any sense, timing wise.
Right.
So you could put, if you, like some people put 12 minutes, put it in the cold water, and then this should be fine by then. But if it's not heating up fast enough, it needs a lot longer.
Right.
But for me, the perfect with the most delicious inside would be 8 minutes.
Do you
Now,
put
like,
vinegar in there?
I do put vinegar in it, yes.
Now, when you cut it open, like, what's the consistency of your yolk?
Slightly runny.
Oh, so you like it slightly runny?
Yes,
like
I
that out of
do.
a hard-boiled
Absolutely.
egg. Right.
Yeah, so it's like the outer, if we're talking about the yolk itself, the outer yolk is like creamy, almost mushy, light.
Right.
But the center is just like fucking runny.
Yeah,
Sick.
Like,
I want it to be
love
more.
that.
I want it to be like more solid when I'm hard boiling it.
Yeah,
Do you
that's too dry
eat-
for me.
Do you like hard-boiled eggs? Like, do you like making them, letting them cool off, and then eating them later?
Yeah.
Or do you
I have them right now in my
see
fridge.
that? I don't know why that skews me out.
Why?
Really?
I'm just not a fan of
It's such
leftover hard-boiled eggs. Like
no,
once they come out, I love hard-boiled eggs
Well, it's such a
with
weird
a piece
thing
of white
too,
toast.
like the hard-boiled eggs, because like I've noticed it was probably a little more popular, like maybe about like 5 or 6 years ago. But like every restaurant that you went to had some form of like a hard-boiled egg
yeah.
on the menu.
It comes with some
And it
diner
was, like, a
salads.
but it was like, even like higher end restaurants were doing like things with like hard-boiled eggs.
Well, they
And,
have
like,
the
adding
sous
more,
vide
like-
machines and doing the perfect. I think it's a 6-minute egg at like 150 degrees, something like that. I've never made one or had one, but I see that on a lot of like high-end restaurant menus.
A sous vide egg.
Sous vide, yeah.
But like they crack it into the
No,
thing?
no. They put the eggs as is into the circulating water.
Right, because it's like the shell acts as like the bag.
Yeah,
The sous vide
but
bag,
they
yeah.
cook it to the exact point where like the white and the yolk are almost like texturally the same kind of.
Right.
I don't know. I've never done it, but I see it all the time.
Right.
Did you ever put a raw egg in a sock?
Did you ever have a dream?
Listen.
And beat
Did
a
you
little
ever
kid.
have no? Listen to this.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you ever put
So
an
you
egg
put
in
an egg in a sock, a raw egg in a sock. I mean, you don't crack it open in the shell, right?
Okay.
And then you spin it around real quick for like a good 30 seconds, and then you hard boil it. So when you crack it open, the entire egg inside is all light yellow because it mixes in with the white.
Yeah.
So it's like a perfect little.
Is this something that you
Golden
do on the
egg.
regular?
What's that?
Is this something you do on the regular?
No. It's like special
you
occasions.
like helicopter these eggs?
It's got it. I'm telling
Can
you.
you put it in like a salad spinner and then just
Oh,
like
you could do that. I've never done that. I have one of those.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be a thing.
I'm speechless.
But well, here's another one.
Do you have it on the menu? Sock egg?
Sock egg and,
Sock
and
it to
now
me.
serve it. Sock egg.
Well, here's another one.
Right.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, technically,
Oh, here we go.
if you want to be technical, because I've thought about this in like.
Do tell.
So, technically, the egg at this particular point would have come first to get the chicken that you know as a chicken, and I'll tell you why. Because evolutionary, right? So you would have animals that were not yet chickens as we know them. Okay, so they were being like when we started like domesticating whatever that was to turn it into chicken as we know it. We were taking them, we were breeding them to get what we wanted. So at a certain point, we got an egg that hatched the chicken that is known now as chicken. And we were like, yes, this is now chicken. So the egg technically would have come first because you would have had the pre-chicken. So like, let's call it like, I don't
so
know.
wait, you're saying the egg came first or the chicken came first?
The egg would have come first because you would have had things that were not chickens as we know them yet. They were like a species of chicken or like whatever the fuck you were calling them. And they would have been like whatever they were. And then they would have mated. They would have made those eggs. Then you would have had that batch of eggs. And then you were like, some guy sat there and they were like, yes, this is now chicken. These are my domestic chickens. And then so in theory, due to like the way that evolution works, you would have had the egg come first, even though you would have had predecessors to that egg to get that chicken. Does that make sense? Because chicken didn't, there was no original chicken. Like there was no giant fucking like, I'm chicken.
How do you
like, in the
know?
fucking,
Maybe there
there
was.
were fucking chickens running around in the fucking Mesozoic era. All right. That's not how it works.
I think there might have been.
There might have been the predecessors to chicken, which were whatever the fuck raptor risers or whatever.
Chicons. Chicons.
Gorga chicken. But I don't fucking chicklodon. All right, so you had chicklodons, right? Let's just say, and they were like fucking,
Chicklodons.
and they were like making chicken eggs or chicklodon eggs, but they weren't a chicken yet.
Yeah, but
It took
chicklodons
time.
don't have sex. The roosters lay on top of the eggs,
Okay,
right?
in this scenario, the male
think-
chicklodon would have fucking come. What the fuck are we talking about? That's not
What
the fucking
came
point.
first?
This is a
fucking
perfect
egg.
transition to I love basted eggs.
I love basted eggs too. Poached are
No.
good.
Sorry, you know.
Soft boiled in the shells.
But if you want to
People
talk
know.
about, you know, eggs anyway in general,
Huh?
Yeah. No,
Excuse
keep
us?
going.
One more time. Other eggs?
No, that's where I was going with it.
Like
But-
duck eggs?
but eggs are also really tied into some traditions too. Like eggs have like an actual symbolic thing that tie into a lot of different traditions. Like even in
Greek
an
Easter.
Orthodox,
Yeah.
you know, scenario, you know, you have these dyed eggs, or you know, we dye the eggs red. We have them, and then they have the symbolism of, you know, life, right?
Yeah.
So there's like this life symbolism that also ties into eggs, which is interesting that symbolism is attached to an egg because they have such beneficial properties for people that it in and of itself, you know, like has like this life-giving quality too. And the life, you know, and eggs as a whole represents, you know, it's like a figurative thing as well, you know, so it's like a womb,
Yeah.
right? And it's like the protective thing that is like bringing that life out. So just, you know, eggs in general are actually pretty cool.
Well, have you guys
when it comes
ever
to-
had ostrich eggs or
Yes.
duck eggs?
Fuck your symbolism. What about an ostrich egg, motherfucker?
Do they have any symbolism in religion?
Ostrich eggs?
How did we get into religion now?
No, what I'm just saying, because it's like
I know-
there's so-
I know what
you
you
know,
mean.
eggs are tied into like, you know, different traditions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's like a lot of different stuff that like goes into like, you know, that goes into it.
I
But it's not just, you know, this item.
I think that the chicken came first.
So, all right, if we're going to derail completely. So I just watched Return to Oz. So I don't know if
What'd
anybody
you
knows
watch?
that. It's called Return to Oz. So it's this movie where it came out, I think in like in the 80s or whatever. So it's this sequel of like The Wizard of Oz technically. So it's like Dorothy goes, she returns to Oz, and then she's there and it's like this whole dystopian landscape, right? So what happens is, anyway, at the very end of the movie, the main spoiler of this movie is that the Gnome King has taken over the land of Oz, correct? So the only thing that can defeat gnomes in Land of Oz is eggs, because eggs are poisonous to gnomes. So the entire time, during the movie sequences, you'll see like they're very upset that there's a chicken in Oz now, because Dorothy is, you know, from a Kansas farming town,
Yeah.
so a chicken was there with her. It came over when she went there. I don't remember exactly, on the flood water. Any fucking way. They're very upset about the presence of this chicken because eggs are poisonous to gnomes. So I thought that was very interesting.
So if you have gnomes or
Just
your
feed
neighbor
them
does
eggs.
and you don't like them, feed the gnomes eggs.
Derailed.
And you won't have to look at them.
Interesting.
And I have read the book.
What about egg allergies?
Yeah. I used to drink eggs
Did you really?
when I used to lift when I
Like-
was younger.
You
Crack
ended
them in,
up
just
like a
swallow
ball?
'em.
I
It
don't
was
know
very
that-
snotty.
That's
didn't
why
like
I
it, but I
can't.
did it.
It skews me out. From the beginning of the episode when I said how they rolled it and cut it on top of the rice, just even though that's partly cooked, it freaks me out. That
Really skeeves you out.
Yeah, but
that
like
skews me out.
What about like a batter, like a cookie dough batter?
yeah.
That's fine because I'm not drinking it directly or I'm
Right.
not eating it like that. Like it gets lost in it. Like if I'm making like a tempura mix or something,
Yeah.
or just some kind of batter or beer batter or something, and I mix in eggs and whatever, I still taste it,
Right.
like just to get it. But that I can handle. That I can handle. But just liquid drinking it, like you said.
I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I've done it. I don't prefer it.
What's the hold on, real quick, just before time's almost running out? What's the difference between drinking it raw or mixing it, heating it up into a scramble, and then eating it?
It's just quick and easy.
Wow, that's suffering right there.
Not necessarily.
You just said you don't like it.
Yeah, but back in the day, that was the norm because, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do
Everybody
it.
was
Mike Menser
drinking
used
the
to do
eggs,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
at
like
that
the
point,
protein.
just hard boil them, put them in the fridge, and just eat them.
That takes forever in a day, and then you have to chew it, and then you have to swallow it.
It's just,
You just crack it. Done.
Right.
Done.
I'm glad we talked about this. And
You know what else is interesting? Tempering eggs. Tempering eggs is kind of cool.
Oh, you mean with the salt?
You know, like when it's like you have eggs, right?
On a
You're
double
beating them,
broiler?
and then you like add like whatever liquid it is to them. Like so, let's say you're gonna make like a soup, like an avocado
avgolemono.
and then
Yeah.
you mix it, and then you're
Avgolemono.
doing it, and
Yeah.
then the whole goal is to not let that egg
Yeah.
like start to make egg. Or
Yeah.
like to solidify. That's the entire goal.
I see
So
what
like
you're
you don't
saying.
want like there's like chunks, so you start like
Well, there
tempering
is-
the egg.
There is, speaking of that real quick, you ever make a consomme?
Explain it.
Ooh, a consomme.
You take egg whites and you scramble them, and you're making like a broth. And what you do is you pour the egg whites in, and it grabs all the colors and particles out of it, and it makes it's called a raft on the top. And you got to take the raft off without breaking it.
Right.
Or you have a spout at the bottom, and that's how you get a pure, clear liquid.
Isn't it crazy that even egg whites themselves become an insulation? If you think about it logically, when you're making meringue, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you're beating it so much with like a blender, you can like literally wrap it in something and bake it.
Oh, like a baked Alaska.
Yes. Like you could do it around ice cream, and the ice cream doesn't cook,
That's
but
pretty
everything
fucking cool.
around it does. I
Well,
mean, it's egg.
Yeah, well, it's a very delicate.
So delicate.
That's a very delicate process
So
making the
delicate.
baked
I feel like we
Alaska.
should have broke this up into 5 episodes, but I'm glad we talked about this.
I want to talk about it some more, but we'll do it next time.
We will on part
Yeah,
2.
I think that if we would have
Yeah.
think if
there's a lot
we-
more. There's a lot more direction that
There's
can go
so
into like
much.
the egg because the egg is such a versatile thing. Like I even forgot about meringue until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
You know.
But like when you're putting your eggs, when you're making hard-boiled eggs, do you put them in water? Like you're saying you don't like to eat them later, like when they're cold,
Yeah.
but do you put them in water to stay less smelly? When you're putting in, like if you made like a dozen eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and
Yeah.
you're peeling them, you put them in water, right? And then you seal them.
Seal them.
Yeah.
Well, no,
like
because
a
he's just eating
container.
them right away. He's not holding.
I know,
them.
but that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why he doesn't like them later because he doesn't put them in the water.
So it stays like.
So they start
I
stinking.
don't like
and-
egg salad.
I love egg salad, dude.
Yeah.
You know-
Sorry, we lost a viewer on that, but I just want to say one thing. On the exit of this episode, you made such a intro that you have to give that same energy on the
Outro.
outro.
Oh yeah, sure.
So,
Yeah, I got it.
you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Can you handle it?
Yeah,
I want
you
another
ready?
excellent outro.
All right.
All right, everybody, this is our excellent outro. I'm Nick. That's Peter. This is Nico. This was the egg episode. Was it great? Not really, but we did it anyway.
Just for you. All right, viewers. Catch you later.
Peace. But what about pickled eggs?
That's
I love pickled eggs.
What you got? What do you want?